Good day everyone, I am Alanjay Caldre, the assigned reporter for this topic, test items in mathematics assessment. So before we proceed to our discussion, let us first state our learning objectives. So at the end of the discussion, the students will be able to identify what needs to be improved given a simple multiple choice test item in mathematics. Next is to construct a multiple choice item and construct a modified multiple choice. So now let's proceed to the content. So the first one is the test items in mathematics assessment. So when we say test items, these are the individual questions or problems that students need to answer. It is designed to measure a student's understanding of specific mathematical concepts and their ability to apply those concepts to solve problems. So the type of test item used will depend on the specific mathematical skill or concept being assessed. And there are several test items teachers use in mathematics assessment, but I am only going to discuss one example of it, which is the multiple choice questions. And the other examples are assigned to other reporters, so they will be the ones to discuss those. So one example of test items in mathematics assessment is the multiple choice questions or the MCQs. So these are a common form of assessment in mathematics where you're given several options and you need to choose the correct answer among them. So this type of format in the test items is commonly used in tests. So examples. So imagine yourself in a classroom during an examination. So the type of exam or test given item to you is multiple choice. So there are questions and each question has choices or options from A to E. So one of those is the correct answer. So for example here, E in the right side of example, number 1 here, for example, is E is the correct answer. Then A, B, C, and D are the incorrect answers. So also called as the distractors. So from the word distractors, it will distract you. So they are disguising or pretending that they are the ones which make us the correct ones. So which makes us confuse what is the right answer among the choices. That is why if we fail in the basic recall or recognition of knowledge, we ended up guessing and most of the time we choose the wrong answer. So the advantage of using multiple choice as a test item in mathematics assessment is um, it is efficient. Also, it is easy to score and it also assesses the basic recall and recognition. While the disadvantage of it is it may promote guessing. So there are two types of multiple choice questions. These are the traditional multiple choice and the modified multiple choice. So here in the traditional multiple choice, it is the common format that we know. It consists of the stem, which is the question or statement that introduces the problem, and then the options or the choices. Set of answer choices, typically 3 to 5, including one correct answer and several distractors. These distractors are plausible but incorrect choices. So the most common traditional multiple choice we know is typically four choices, four options, no, from A to D. So example of that during an exam, no, or a test, our teachers usually gives us a multiple choice type of test or exam wherein we are going to answer and pick only one correct answer among the choices. So here are the example of a traditional multiple choice. So we have a STEM, or the problem, or the question. Solve for x in the equation 2x plus 5 equals 11. So our options here are A, B, C, and D. So notice that we have only one correct answer. So that is the traditional multiple choice. So let's move on to the modified multiple choice. So modified multiple choice. These formats offer a twist on the traditional approach and can be used to assess different thinking skills. So we have three examples of modified multiple choice. These are the multiple choice with multiple answers, reasoning based multiple choice, and matching with justification. So when we say multiple choice with multiple answers, from the word or from the definition of selves, it presents a question or problem with multiple answer choices where students select all correct options. So we have example. Which of the following factors are perfect squares? Numbers that can be obtained by squaring an integer. Choose all that apply. So notice our options here. We have 2, 4, 5, no, 5 options, and 3 of it are the correct answers, and 2 of those are the incorrect one. So here in the modified multiple choice, the multiple choice with multiple answers, we are going to select all correct answers that we know. So this type of modified multiple choice, the multiple choice with multiple answers, is useful for assessing understanding of relationships between concepts. So we are going to understand each options, no, if they are applicable or if they are connected to the question or problem being asked. And because of that, it encourages analysis and identification of multiple solutions. You have another example. Our STEM or problem. Find all the factors of 12. Choose all that apply. So notice here we have 4 correct answers, no? And 2 incorrect answers. So as long as there are correct answers that we know, we can select that. No, um, it it allows us to think critically, no, to think to be able to recall or recognize each choices for us to know if that choices is applicable to the problem or it is the solution to the problem. So next we have the reasoning based multiple choice. So reasoning based multiple choice, this format asks students not only choose the answer but also explain their reasoning. Dito, here we are going to not just select our answers but also explain or justify our answer. For example here, The mean score on math test is 75. Student A scored 80 and student B scored 70. Which statement best explains why the mean is 75? So notice here that we have only one correct answer. So here, after choosing the correct answer, we are going to briefly explain why we choose it. So for example here, student A scored higher than the mean and student B scored lower, so they balance each other out. So our brief explanation might be because in finding the average or the mean, we have to add the two scores of each student, 75 plus 80 divided by 2. So divided by the number of the students, which gives us the answer 75. That's it. So next one is matching with justification. It provides two lists, one with answer choices, examples are the formulas, and another with problem descriptions or the stems. And then students match options to problems and justify their selections. We have example. Number 1, which is match the following geometric shapes options to their corresponding properties. So notice here that we have 4 stems, A to D, and we have also options, 4 options, which balance the number of stems. So we are going to match the stems and the options. We are going to analyze each stems and options for us to match it accordingly. So here, A, 4 equal sides match with square. 2 pairs of equal sides match with the rectangle. And 3 sides is matched with the triangle. And D, no straight sides match to circle. So after matching um, the following options and stems, we are now going to justify our answers or why we match those stems and options in that way. So in the square, all 4 sides are congruent, so it has 4 equal sides. Rectangle, opposite sides are congruent, so it has 2 pairs of equal sides. Triangle, by definition, a triangle has 3 sides. Circle, a circle has no straight sides and a continuous curved boundary. So here, even if our justification um, is our justification only involves a one sentence, this sentence is describes our answers. So here in our justification, it also allows us to justify our selections and encourages analyzation and justification skills. Next example, match the following formulas or options with the word problems that describe them. So we have options, 2 options and 2 stems. So we are just going to match those. And then after matching that, of course, you have to justify our selections. So here, A is matched to this. A area is equal to length times width. That our justification might because in finding the total area of a rectangle, we use the formula area is equal to length times width, while the other one is if we are going to find the volume of a cylinder, our formula is V is equal to pi r squared. So So next, so we have general guidelines in creating MCQs. These general guidelines are provided by the DepEd Philippines, which emphasizes a holistic approach to assessment. So while multiple choice questions are common, they should be used strategically alongside other formats to effectively assess student learning. So here's how to create effective MCQs that align with the DepEd guidelines. So first, learning objectives. So we have to make sure that our MCQs or multiple choice questions directly assess the specific mathematical skills and concepts be covered in the learning objectives. Next one, the cognitive level. So here we have to balance questions that test different cognitive levels. So these cognitive levels are the knowledge, for understanding, comprehension and application, analysis, and etc. Next one is clarity and conciseness. So the STEM or question or the problem we are going to use must be clear and concise. So avoid ambiguity or unnecessary information. Next is distractors. So we have to provide plausible but incorrect answer choices to challenge students and prevent them from simply guessing. And the last one is one correct answer. There should be only one demonstratively correct answer for each multiple choice question, but it depends on the type of format or the type of multiple choice that we use. If we are going to use the modified true or false, which is the multiple choice answers, we have to put multiple choice or multiple correct answers. So, but if we are going to only use the traditional or the common type of format, we have to make sure that we are going to provide only one correct answer. So, that ends our discussion. Thank you and have a nice day.